0550. You're listening to The Nielsen Show, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, the iHeart and TuneIn radio apps, as well on YouTube. Lieutenant Eric, Joaquin Gage, and YouTube Trev behind the monitors.
What's that jackass's name in Calgary there that said that?
I love it. You got receipts now, and you're going to be... Okay, hold up. I want to get this extremely right here because I want you to... I want you to have your ironic moment this morning and really kind of, come back at what he said. And let me pull up the text here again. This was our conversation. Matt Cause joined us earlier on in hour number 2. He is a wine guy, and we were talking wine. It really got the goat of JR from Calgary. He chimes in. JR from Calgary. Gage is a joke. A sommelier degree takes years and thousands of dollars and hours to achieve. It's not a weekend hobby. Enjoy paying too much for SHIT wine. You just lost a fan completely offside. JR from Calgary.
Well, JR from Calgary, just... perk those ears up and learn something for once. The Court of Master Sommeliers, established as one of the foremost bodies for the profession, conduct 4 levels of tests, which I think I said. Okay. Introductory sommelier, certified sommelier, advanced sommelier, and master sommelier. Only 269 professionals have earned the level of 4 distinction since the court's inception in 1969. Some sommeliers pass the first level, a 2-day process with required education followed by the examination.
2 days is a weekend.
I believe that's what I said. And stop there. Tests become more intense as levels increase. The level 2 certified sommelier examination involves a blind tasting, a written theory test, and a live service demonstration of knowledge and task for the judges, like flawlessly opening and pouring a bottle of wine. Levels 3 and 4 are amplified versions of that test. So, JR from Calgary, suck it.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to pull out all the stops on this one. You haven't had a didgeridoo yet this morning, have we, boys? Hey, let's get that going here as well. I want to...
Oh, wait. I hope this works. But JR in Calgary. It doesn't work.
That's okay. Siggy's got you in the nasty chat. JR also thinks his Walmart receipt is a murder mystery. You text that in, Siggy. You might be in for a text of the day, courtesy of our friends down at A&W. That's a real good one.
And just so you know, that's from wineenthusiast.com. So...
Who could be more enthused or no more? Rip City Step Off. So Michelin stars handed out by a tire company. Anyone can be a food and wine critic if they decide to. I mean, even that wine tasting, you can say whatever you want. Who's to say?
But that's what the level.
It's in the eye of the beholder or the
That's what that guy said. That's what that guy said. And he went through all the steps. Like, that's one of the questions that I was asking him and stuff. So he goes, and he, if you like wine, he suggests do it. It's fun. You go through the 2-day course. You learn a lot more. It was completely beneficial. He didn't even know if he wanted to get into it. But we got to talking about, like, brewing our own beers, and he was doing his own kombucha.
I will pass you Matt Cause's number, and you guys can just carry on. Oh, here he is, Mr. Three-Pointer himself, Trey Maddie, in the house. Doesn't even look back.
No, no.
and he's carrying a lot of things today. He's got a lot of weight on both of those shoulders, to be honest with you. I'm going to stop right now because I feel like I'm digging myself a grave here. I'll let Zach take the heat as he should be later on this morning. But
you thought it was hot a couple days ago.
Oh, baby. Again, I think there'll be some one-on-one discussions going on in his office later this morning on social media protocol and things such as that.
Can we get a PA system in here and Maddie just in the back and just for special moments, just like Trev said, Zach, can you come to my office? And everyone can hear.
The intercom. Yeah, that's everyone hearing is the best part. Ooh, the walk of shame down the hallway there. Yeah. Let's make it happen. Maybe we got that in the budget here. Well, let's dive into this. It is Annex Ales. It is our Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week this morning, and we will await if we can be joined by the brewer. But I do have a weekend sommelier to my left, so I mean, hey, we're all good to go here. 3 drinks, great glasses as well. I'm glad to finally have a proper, would say a measurable pint, but a good beer glass to drink out of. It is Annex Ales out of Calgary this morning, and we'll be sampling 3 brews from them. It looks like we are right on time here. Hey, that should be good to go there, Trev, in a second, but I'll keep the preamble going here. Once again, $50 to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor will be on the line following the segment, so don't text in just yet. I'll give you a word to text in when you need to do that, but Annex Ales out in Calgary this morning, and I just want to pull up the information here because it was a long email thread here. I do believe we are joined here by the owner this morning. Yes. Let's bring him on. He's ready to go. Let's see here. Andrew, how you doing today, man? Welcome back to the show. Welcome to the show.
Morning. Thanks for having me in today.
Appreciate it. Annex Ales out of Calgary. Can you tell us just how this came to be? Why is it Annex? Whenever we have these breweries on, there's always usually a bit of a story. It always starts friends in a bathtub or something like that. But how did you personally get into where you are today, the brewery game, and how does Annex Ales come to be?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I've been in this industry for quite some time. I started my brewing career back in 2011 at Village Brewery. I was their head brewer, left in 2015, did some work with Banded Peak for a little while. And my wife and I started the Annex Ale Project in 2017. We opened our doors in May, and we've been going hard in Calgary's barley belt ever since.
It's a great website as well, and I think given the time it is for breweries and migrate, like there's so many out there. How do you stand apart from people? But how would you kind of say if somebody would ask you, what's Annex Ales kind of stand above, or what's that one thing that you guys can kind of be proud of more so with what you do? Tap room, I know I see here just taking a brief look at the website, sodas, that type of thing. Shop, obviously merch is always a big thing, but what do you guys kind of pride yourself more so from Annex Ales that you can kind of brag about compared to other breweries out there?
From the get-go, we've been really focused on North American ales and lagers. So, when we started out, we were really focused on IPAs, pale ales, really hop-forward stuff. As we've grown in age, we've gotten a little bit more tempered. We're, kind of bringing that ABV down a little bit, which is something I kind of personally need for sure. But one thing that really sets us apart is our soda program. We've got a line of craft brewed sodas available, all through the province, which is fantastic. We keep 5 or 6 beers on full time. We're releasing new stuff every 2 or 3 weeks, and the sodas, 5 sodas in our lineup, which are fantastic.
Beauty. Let's get into these 3, and we appreciate the drop off yesterday as well. What are we looking at here in terms of the deal this week for Sobeys and Safeway Liquor?
Right. So this Safeway Sobeys has Wasteland on. So it's our West Coast IPA. And yeah, you guys have that there right in front of you. So this is the featured beer of the week. West Coast IPA. This is. Are you guys gonna?
I just didn't know if you wanted to. Which one we should start with, or do you want to start with the West Coast IPA?
I guess in terms of tasting order, we should probably start with Ford Progress Pale Ale. It's our lightest. It's It's the beer that we're certainly most known for.
It's just sometimes we do get this candy lineup, and it is nice with 3. Other mornings, there's options of 6, 7, or 8, and how you kind of go down the line and which one's better before or better afterwards. But what are we getting into with this first one here, I guess?
So North American style pale ale. So this is brewed with 2-row barley and a lot of oats. So it'll give you some haze coming off that. But big aromatic dry hop from both Citra and Mosaic hops. So I would say that this is the beer that we are best known for. This is kind of one of our flagship brands. Safeway Sobeys sells a lot of this. It's been available through all of the liquor stores in Alberta for quite some time now.
I love that you're sipping with us, Andrew, this morning as well. Love it. So a digital cheers to you down there. And yeah.
Cheers. Thanks for having me. It's Stampede happening right now. So, all rules are off.
No days off for you. And you can take your watch and leave it in the drawer. Hey, that type of thing. But how you liking it? What do you do for What did you guys do in Annex Ales? Is there anything Stampede-wise that listeners or viewers down in Calgary can check you out? Anything special over the next little while?
You know what? Our place is really great for Stampede. We're one C train stop away from the Stampede. So you come down, have a couple beers, grab a burger at Little Empire Burger, then walk right to the train station. You're pretty much right there. That's kind of the best part about Calgary's Barley Belt community, too. Lots of craft breweries are in and around here. So if you want to start with a couple fantastic beers before you head down to the grounds and go, drink other things, I think everyone in this neighborhood would be happy to have them.
Yeah, we've talked to a few other breweries located in that mix, but it's nice to hear that you as well are kind of set up in that area, district, whatever you want to call it. Let's go down the line here. What's beer number 2 we can try?
So beer number 2, let's go with Force Majeure. So Force Majeure is our New England style IPA. Get rid of this quick.
Now, Force Majeure. Major Force?
Force Majeure. Major Force, yeah. So this actually... we got the name from, back when we were signing all kinds of contracts or leases and stuff like that. There's always a force majeure clause. Lawyers love this beer. But a force majeure clause basically says, like, this, this contract is no good if there's some sort of, like, act of God happening, If someone gets struck by lightning, like everything's null and void. So, we've got our little lightning bolt on there on the can. And,
I wanted to ask, too, your thoughts on the art for all these cans. There does seem to be a bit of a theme. Is there like a local artist that puts this art together on the cans, or is this kind of an in-house with you guys and kind of you go on a program like what you see and then put it on there?
Yeah, we work with a company called Daughter Creative, so they do all of our can branding for us. And yeah, they're just trying to keep everything really consistent, clean. We're really into the minimalism when it comes to our can labels, but we also like those big, bright, vibrant colors. We want those to stand out at the shelves at Safeway Sobeys.
Yeah.
Are these the types of beers that you always have on tap? Is there like a flagship that we've had so far, or?
So these are 3 of our core brands. So
okay.
these are always available. We've got 5 core brands right now. So we also have one that isn't in this mix called Idle Hands, which is an Italian Pilsner. Other than that, we've got a light lager we just released called Bandwagon, and we keep like a rotating seasonal going all the time. So right now we've got a Belgian wit beer, and we always have a rotating sour too. So we'll switch those up every 6 months. But yeah, these are 3 of our 4 core brands, so we keep these around all the time.
Great website, and you got them all on there listed. annexales.com is where I'm looking at right now, but if you want more information, if you are listening or watching on this particular beer or others, a great website here. Cheers, boys, I guess, to the Force Majeure.
Force Majeure.
Cheers. So, big aroma on this. You can see quite hazy, a lot of wheat, a lot of oats, really driving that haze, and the special kind of English yeast that we use. So it really draws out that pineapple and the papaya. So really, really big aromatic notes, and this is a really exemplary of the New England IPA style.
Love it. We're with Andrew Bullied, Annex Ales, Lieutenant Eric Joaquin Gage with you here. Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. As mentioned, $50 on the line to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. We'll get to that momentarily. One more to go here on the lineup. And it was the beer we kind of led off with and talked about briefly. But Andrew, more so on this one here. It is is it the Wasteland, correct? West Coast IPA?
That's right. So we've got Wasteland, West Coast IPA. So this is our most recent addition to our core lineup. So West Coast IPAs, this is one of the styles that really led the craft beer revolution. So big, bold, bitter. This one comes out as quite piney with a lot of citrus coming through as well. But we really wanted to brew this in the style that we were seeing back in 2011, 2012, when I started brewing professionally, when all the beers coming out of the west coast of the States and even through BC were just big and bold, and piney and resinous, and all sorts of great things. So it pours clear. Obviously, some color in there, so you've got some amber golden hue.
Yep.
But yeah, that aroma
Andrew,
is just
you said
pine forward.
sorry, you said you got started in 2011.
Yep.
What did you do prior to that? Was this the plan all along, is to get into craft brewing, or did you?
It kind of was, yeah.
No way.
So after university, I went out to Niagara College, which was hosting Canada's first brewing school, and so I was part of the first intake of the first brewing school in Canada.
Wow.
And there were a lot of brewers that came out of that first class, and they've opened up breweries all over Canada.
Well, cheers to the first class graduation, Andrew. Without that, we wouldn't be here today doing this.
Yeah.
Cheers to you in the wasteland, man.
And cheers to JR in Calgary, not knowing a thing.
It is funny, we have a Calgary brewer on right now, and JR was giving you a hell about sommelier and everything. Andrew, before we let you go, is there anything else you'd like to let us know about Annex Ales? Once again, you mentioned where fans and listeners and drinkers can check you out. Great website, annexales.com. But that deal again for Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, once again, hit us with that.
So we've got Wasteland as the beer of the week, and it's being paired also with Force Majeure and Forward Progress. So check those out in all the Safeway Sobeys, and you can also check out Safeway Sobeys grocery stores for our sodas.
The soda's perfect. We'll be doing that as well. Andrew Bullied, Annex Ales. Thank you very much for the time, and we'll chat soon, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Love it. Annex Ales.